Greeting to Puan Haslinda. My name is Charkasi. My matrix number is UFT200022. Today, our group is going to present the role of educators in managing ADHD children. This slide shows content 3 parts. 1 is children, 2 is parents, and the third is agency. In the children parts, we're going to discuss the rules of teachers in creating a suitable learning strategy and learning environment to meet the learning needs of ADHD children. In the parents part, we're going to discuss the cooperations and communications between teachers and parents. And the last part, the agency, we're going to discuss the cooperations between the teachers and the related agency. The role of teacher in creating a suitable learning strategies and learning environment to meet the learning needs of ADHD children. There are strategies for the 3 R's: early language skill, find reading materials that are suitable for ADHD children, explore different medium, not only using the traditional teaching material, but try different mediums that create an interesting learning process, and ask the student questions about the test after reading. Number 2, max competence. Keep step-by-step sample problems nearby. For example, you can put the problem-solving steps on the board to show the children how the maths problem to be solved. Highlights operation site directions, and the last one is check for accuracy at each step of the problems. The last one, cement learning. Use yellow index cards paired with a black ink to show some instructions. Prepare new material during the summer break, because we know that ADHD children, they have very high interest in learning and they have really low concentrations in the classroom, so they need something new when they come back from their break, or maybe they are so boring with all the materials they used before. So the teachers must always keep up to date with the materials that we use. And the last one is use Khan Academy or Quizlet. This is Khan Academy or Quizlet is an online quiz game that can make interactions between the teachers and the students, and teachers can create a different way of playing the quiz, so that will make the student keep interest on their learning. Strategies for focus. Teachers can use the stop site sticker on the student table. They just put a stop site. When the teachers want them to be stop their behavior of ADHD students, the teachers just point on the site, and means that you have to stop the behavior, or you have to stop this because you are disturbing the classroom, something like that. And take photo of their appropriate behavior and paste on the class. For example, got student raise their hand and ask questions, then we can take photo and show to others ADHD students that, oh, when you ask questions, you have to raise your hand. As we know, ADHD students, they're not always raise their hand. They will just call teacher, and they want the response very quickly. And then the next is use the traffic light. The traffic light is like the card got 3 colors: green, yellow, and red, like just like the traffic light. So the kids can use the traffic lights cards to show their emotion or their response. Maybe the kids is okay with your class, they will show the green color. If the student is not really knows about the questions, they are so confusing or they are starting to struggle, they just show yellow color. And the last one, when they need help, they show red color. And stress balls is like a ball that you can press during your class. So when you are struggling, the student is feeling stress, they will just press the stress ball to reduce their stress. And this is the example of the traffic lights. Okay, as I mentioned just now, the grey is for I'm okay, the yellow is I'm starting to struggle, and the red color is I need help now. Okay, other learning strategies is encourage children to write down the tasks. For ADHD students, they are very active. At the same time, they are very confusing what they are learning. So you can ask them to write down their tasks every day as a routine before the class starting. For example, today I'm going to learn ABC. So just write down, okay, today I'm going to learn ABC. Number 2, maybe I'm going to learn colors. You just finish these 2 things. So you got the task. The children will be encouraged to follow the task and do the things, and encourage children to cross over completed tasks or tests. And the next one is move around. As we know that ADHD students, they cannot sit very quietly and constantly on their chair. So maybe you can have some classroom activities that can make children move around. For example, singing a song at the same time you work in a circle. And the next thing is go beyond the screen. We can use the visual printouts. Maybe you can print some worksheet there with colors, pictures. You can use workbook and other traditional study strategies, not only focus on iPad, using the iPad to teach or using the TV to teach. Maybe the traditional study strategies are more suitable, or in some way they are words for the ADHD student. Okay, the next thing is the learning environments. Okay, how educator can setting up a classroom environment for ADHD students. So I'm going to show you an example from Israel. The designer created a classroom that is special for the ADHD student. So the classroom name is called Yes I Can Classroom. So it's designed by Ben, located at the Decca High School in Kiryat Malachi, Israel. So the features chair made from the yoga ball. So they just fix the yoga ball in the chair. They change the normal wood, then they change the normal wood into the yoga ball. So the table with wheel, they can pull and push anywhere around the classroom, and then we'll have the individual workplace and a distraction-free decorations. So there are no notice board, poster, and accessory or decoration features in the regular classroom. So the furniture is based on circle, rectangle, and square. So you can see here got an example. They have their individual workplace, and then their chair is the yoga ball chair. So there is another example of ADHD classroom. They just tied the yoga ball to the table, so the kids can sit on the yoga ball and learn. So for ADHD students, they are very active. They need to move. That's why they cannot sit fixedly on the normal chair. So they give them a yoga ball so it can like moving around using the yoga ball. So this is another example. Is like everyone got one table and one chair. There is no one sharing, so they have their individual space for them to learn. So, and then you can see their table is round circles, so they can sit any angle of the tables. Okay, this is another example. You can see there are many shapes of the tables and their chair is different. So you can choose your chair, you can choose your table. So we call it flexible classroom. So this flexible classroom is that the teacher is allowed you to choose your own place, to choose the seat that you are comfort with and study. So there are no limits for you and no many rules for you to choose a study place.
Next, the cooperation and communication between teacher and parents. Parent-teacher partnership to help children with ADHD. Teaching children with ADHD can be challenging at times. It is important to remember that parent-teacher working closely will help they succeed in the classroom. Here are some tips how parent-teacher can work together. 1. If your child is challenging to work with, and most children with ADHD are, let the teacher know you appreciate how difficult it can be to work with your child, regardless of whether you and the teacher agree your child has ADHD. It is helpful if you can agree that your child has some very challenging qualities. 2. Try to identify the teacher concerns about your child. Let the teacher know you would like to help address these concerns and select one program to work on initially. 3. Analyze the problem with the teacher. Talk to your child, teacher about events that may trigger, reinforce, and maintain your child's problem behavior. Then, work with the teacher to create a plan that will bring about the desired behaviors. Identify the tasks you and the teacher will do. 4. Plan ways to monitor your child's performance, so you and your child's teacher can observe progress as it occurs. Brief checklists are helpful and easy ways to measure progress. Grade on worksheets, homework, assignment, and tests also can indicate improvement. 6. Follow through. Make sure parents continue the tasks at home that have agreed to accomplish. 7. Review progress. Meet the teacher periodically to review the progress and modify the intervention plan.
Alright, I continue my part with this quote. I wouldn't change you for the world, but I would change the world for you. So that is how important the educator create a learning environment for the children with ADHD. Alright, the last part is the cooperations between the teachers and the related agency, and this agency that we focus is only Malaysia based. The first agency is JKM, Jabatan Kebajikan Masyarakat. JKM plan programs and services related to special needs education, training and others. And JKM actually allowed children with ADHD to apply the OKU cards. And ADHD is catalyzed as the learning disability. So not only the physical and mentally disability can apply for the OKU card, but at the same time, learning disability also can apply for the OKU card. And the purpose that the government needs the special needs children to apply the OKU cards is actually to collect the data and see how much of the children suffering from their disability, and they can have their plans and service update. At the same time, their curriculum will keep changing based on the data. Like if there are more children or more citizens with ADHD in Malaysia, then they will more focus on that. They will create a program or workshops that train teachers that are specialized in ADHD and service in the government school. So this is the use of the OKU cards, is to collect the data. Okay, next is Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. As we know that KPM is the agency that creates the curriculum for all the students in Malaysia, including special needs students. We call it budak pendidikan khas. So there is a curriculum standard sekolah rendah, KSSR. They are focused curriculum for the children with learning disability. So for the children with learning disability, they have their own syllabus of learning. So it's very different from the normal kids. So the rules of KPM is to create a curriculum that are specialized for the ADHD students or other students with learning disability, and with this syllabus they're able to learn life skill and art and their languages something. Okay, next is Persatuan ADHD Malaysia. This is an NGO that formed in 3rd December 2017 that focus on spreading information about ADHD in Malaysia. They have a Facebook group in Malaysia, and all the parents that will join the group, these parents are the parents with ADHD children in their home. So they will share their experience and their therapies experience with other parents and give some suggestion and ideas. So this is the use of the ADHD group in Facebook, and also they give suggestion and recommendations for parents who have children with ADHD. Okay, next is Persatuan Kebajikan Sri Eden Selangor in Kuala Lumpur. This is a childcare center, or we call it Pusat Jagaan, that started in year 2000 to cater for children with diverse learning difficulties. Not only ADHD, they also gather the children with autism, Down syndrome, and any others to give them a proper learning environment, and with a specialist educator to educate them with knowledge, and also to help them to survive in the society in the future. So this learning difficulty may due to behavior problem, disorders, or other underlying problems. So this Persatuan actually they have many branches in Selangor and Kuala Lumpur. So they are only accept special needs kids. So their learning environment is special designed for the special needs children, and their educator also have experience and qualifications in special needs. Alright, so you can see this is the activity they do with the special needs children in Sri Eden. Alright, the teacher's rules is that we should await joint training provided by the Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, especially in Pendidikan Khas, and by JKM that related to ADHD, meet with teachers from other special needs institutions to exchange ideas and teaching strategies. This is because not all the teachers they have the qualifications in teaching special needs children, and even they have their qualifications or they have the cert of teaching special needs children, they may not have the experience, or we can call it real life example in teaching the special needs children. So the best way to understand, or the best way to learn for teachers to learn how to teach the special needs kids, is to meet with the other teachers, or we can say the special needs teachers from other institute, and that institute are focused on giving service to special needs children. So we can exchange the ideas and teaching strategy and their experience also. So from that we can create our own physiology of teaching. The next thing is joint charity event organized by different agency. The reason that joint event is to raise awareness, to develop the awareness of parents, especially the low income family parents, and we call it busy parents. So to let them know that how important that provide a special and focused learning for ADHD children can help with their learning process. Okay, so this is the example of the online webinar that created by the agency. Alright, that is all from our part, and thank you for listening to the presentations.